And many of us are expected to vote by mail for the first time this November because of the pandemic. With questions about the speed of the mail, CBS 17 consumer investigator Steve Sprazia did a non-scientific test to show you what you need to do to make sure your vote counts.
With many of us worried about voting during the pandemic, a lot of us are going to rely on this. I wanted to know, how reliable will the mails be? To find out, I prepared 20 facsimile absentee ballots. Each were given a tracking number. All contained a sheet of paper, as well as an index card to give the envelope a little stiffness, as if a ballot were inside. We confined our test to Wake County, choosing 20 locations at random based on where CBS 17 colleagues lived, asking them to mail mock ballots for collection on Monday, August 25th. Some were deposited directly inside post offices, some were placed in blue collection boxes, and still others were left for carrier pickup in mailboxes outside their homes or apartments. If you were mailing your ballot, how long do you think it would take to get where it needs to go?
It should take a day or two, hopefully.
I would say maybe 3 weeks.
How many days do you think?
I'm hoping, I think 14.
Here's what happened to our 20 mock ballots. The majority of them arrived within a few days of each other. 2 took longer. The mock ballots with green check marks all arrived within 5 days of being mailed. Ballot 20, which was mailed at the New Hill post office, arrived 8 days later, and ballot 6 is still outstanding.
I am on my way to the mailbox to mail off my ballot. Right there, and we're going to put it in the mailbox.
Because it anticipates huge numbers of mailed-in absentee ballots flooding the system, the Postal Service warned state election officials last May that voters should mail in their return ballots at least 1 week prior to the due date.
We're going to see somewhere between probably 80 and 100 million voters receiving their ballot that way.
If you're going to request an absentee ballot by mail, remember the last day to do so is October 27th. That is just 8 days before the general election, and you have to allow time for it to be mailed to you and mail it back. So our advice to you, request your ballot early. Working for you, I'm consumer investigator Steve Sprazia.